This week on Culture Quiz, we come live from China, and our focus on this week is about the traditional cuisines. I'll be bringing you stories from the rural settings of villages and how China has harmonized or developed their culinary cuisines into international market.
One of the experiences is a restaurant where you cook for yourself.
This is a serious cultural tourism.
Tunaweza kuwa na hoteli kadhaa ambazo tunaweza fanya kama wenye wa China wanafanya, na ni vitu zinaweza letea wananchi wetu faida kubwa sana.
I think for us as a country, it is a matter of not just displaying our intangible cultural elements, but enlivening them, bringing them to life in order that our people can enjoy and they are transposed back into time.
It touches their heart, it touches their souls, and that is the very basis of intangible cultural heritage.
As you know, tea is also the historical heritage. So it is very important for us to know about it. As you know, here is the tea college before, and the founder is a tea businessman from Taiwan. So we should know something about the tea. And today, this morning, we visited the tea museum, and we will visit the tea exhibition hall, and we will appreciate some tea shows, tea ceremonies.
To understand culture, sip its tea. To feel its soul, share its food. Today, we take you on a journey to explore the richness of Chinese heritage through its ancient tea culture and diverse culinary traditions. In the heart of Zhuangzhou, Fujian, lies the Tenfu Tea Museum, the world's largest tea museum. Built over 12 years, this sanctuary is a celebration of China's most cherished beverage. Here, tea is not just a drink, it is a story, a ritual, a reflection of civilizations itself. During our visit, we experienced a vivid reenactment of traditional tea ritual, complete with ceremonial songs, graceful dances, and the elegant art of tea serving. It is an immersive encounter with the living heritage, where every gesture, every note, and every sip reflects centuries of tradition and cultural pride.
In this country, the Bai tea making process has been enlisted by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage element. It may sound something very mundane, just the tea making process. Few people would hardly think of the importance of that. However, that is informed by long history, long traditions of tea making in this country. And because of that, and that has been documented, it is part of Chinese intangible cultural heritage that is recognized by UNESCO. As a country, we have various processes that we need to also consider. One of them, for instance, would be the preparation of mursik, which is used mainly by Kalenjin communities. For us, I think what we are now considering is to document the entire process of making mursik.
Legends trace tea back over 4,000 years. China tea culture is rooted in spiritual and philosophical thought. Over centuries, the art of tea evolved, with roasting innovations, ceremonial technique, and symbolism tied to moral refinement. For thousands of years, practices passed down through generations have shaped the flavor, rituals, and identity of a people whose story is told in every cup and every dish.
The journey was nice, very high speed train. Machine that ndege.
For the restaurant, in the historic city of Kaifeng, the journey takes a flavored turn. At a local hot pot restaurant, the table becomes the kitchen, where there is no chef. Behind the scenes, every guest becomes their own cook, choosing, seasoning, and preparing their meal one bite at a time.
And today we are in Fujian city that has a lot of ancient dynasties, very old town. But again, in this hotel, it's called Pata Moto. We are here to experience our own food and cook our own food. There are 106 plates. Of course, there are type of fruits, meat, milk, whatever, many things. So this one will be going around. You have your food here, sufuria. You have the cooking pot here. You can increase the temperatures and you can cook whatever that you want. Anything with a white pepper like this brown pepper, means that one is ready. You don't have to cook. So I've been cooking my soup here. Of course, in the first day, I have been doing some messes, learning. But of course, this is an awesome, magical experience for Kenya delegates. They are glad to be here. The soup is very nice, yeah? Delicious, indeed, you see?
And in China, hot pot is very popular in all over the world. And the small hot pot is very convenient for young people. And we can eat so many different things.
Chinese intangible cultural heritage lives on in skills, stories, and symbols. Every generation preserves its legacy through craftsmanship, music, dance, and tea.
Nafurahi kuwa hapa kwa sababu wametupa uhuru wa kuchagua vyakula tunavyopenda ambayo kwa kweli si kawaida. Tumezoea kupakuliwa, leo tumeingia wenyewe jikoni, tukapika wenyewe kila tunachopenda na nafurahia.
I'm Cornelius Tipo. We are here taking lunch. This place, it's wonderful. You will find each type of food you want, but uncooked food.
and amazing cooking and serving food for yourself.
Have you had this before?
Oh, I never had. It's a very great opportunity. And I'm learning now. So we thank the government of Kenya in conjunction with the government of China for giving us such opportunity.
One of the experiences is a restaurant where you cook for yourself. They give you the recipe, you prepare your meal for yourself, you choose the mixture you want, and the outcome is quite very tasty. In terms of ice cream, I think this is quite innovative, and you can see the roller coaster conveyor belt of the different foods, and you can see like this one where you have this kind of pepper placed on the bowl. It means that food is already prepared, so you can eat it like that. These are fruits. It also means that you can just eat like that, and you can see the mushrooms. That means this is supposed to be put here to be cooked. Same with this. This is the usual broccoli. You don't have to cook that, you just eat. This same with this. I think it's chicken. These are fruits. Then you can see these are quail eggs, which is supposed to be cooked by yourself. Any food that doesn't have any wrapping around it like this requires that you put in this bowl, and then you prepare yourself. You put what you choose to put there, and we have here the temperature adjustment apparatus. You increase the temperatures by pressing that. You then reduce by pressing that to make it just boil at the right temperature. This is quite an interesting experience for us. All of this kind of innovative thinking in Kenya, Nairobi, Kisumu, Mombasa, our county cities. I think we can go places. This is quite innovative, and
nimekuja hapa China kusoma mambo ya kuhifadhi utamaduni, lakini si ati tunasoma kuhifadhi utamaduni wetu, tunasoma vile wana China wanahifadhi tamaduni zao. Na kulingana na Kenya tunafanya kwa sasa, tumekuja kwa hoteli, hata kama ni hoteli ya kisasa, lakini ukiangalia wametupatia bidhaa kadhaa zao za kitamaduni, lakini na wanakupatia nyungu utengeneze chakula wewe mwenyewe, chakula cha kitamaduni. Ukiangalia hapa si ati kuna chakula ya kizungu, ni chakula ya kitamaduni ya China. Na venye tutasoma hapa ni mambo tunaweza peleka nyumbani na tutengeneze mambo kama haya. Kuna chakula nyingi za kitamaduni Kenya, kianzia pwani, ukielekea mkoa wa magharibi, ukielekea mkoa wa kati. Tunaweza kuwa na hoteli kadhaa ambazo tunaweza fanya kama venye wa China wanafanya, na ni vitu zinaweza letea wananchi wetu faida kubwa sana, na tuendelee kuhifadhi utamaduni. Kwa hivyo hii ni jambo nzuri sana, na ni jambo ambayo tukirudi tutafanya vyovyote tunaweza ndio tuweze kuhakikisha haya masomo yamefikia wenzetu.
I think these people have devised a system of preserving their systems in their modern way, but preserving their culture. You can see what we are doing here. You are cooking for yourself in a motel. The food is rotating. Cultural food is rotating. You choose your piece, and you know this is a serious cultural tourism. Serious cultural thing. You can see what is passing here is a raw vegetable. You cook it here for yourself. You can see meat is passing. You cook yourself. They have given you all the...
This is a very good idea, and it exposes you to a lot of things. One, there is an experience of you knowing the foods ingredients, and this is something which can borrow in Kenya. And we urge our Kenyan population, if they can learn out of this trip, it can be a good thing. And we urge the government to promote any little idea that a Kenya has, so that it can lead to employment, it can lead to income. Like right now, we are in a restaurant, we have paid, the money which has been paid here is a lot of money, but we are cooking ourselves, an experience, and it's also train you in a disciplined way. Somebody knows, even now with the CBC program, this is something which can be done to the kids.
The experience is so nice. I've never seen something like this. And I think if we put one in our country, then all the tribes can enjoy their food in one sitting.
In Kenya, we have a lot of aspects that touch on intangible cultural heritage, which I think we have not really fully exploited. And we've seen here in China, the places we've visited mostly are places which have been preserved because of the cultural and ritual significance they hold in the country, in the country's history. Tourism in our country, I think we are focused more on the hotel industry, national parks, the beaches. There's a lot in terms of intangible cultural heritage aspects that can bring us more revenue. And I think it can even bring us more revenue compared to the parks and the beaches. And remember, most of tourism around the world is about culture. People travel to go and see other people. You cannot just go see the beaches if there are no other people that side. You cannot travel to go see animals where there are no other people. So it is people who attract other people. So tourism actually is about culture. We visit other places, we go there and we cannot go hungry. We go and test their foods. We go and test their...
The delegation for Kenya's intangible cultural team embarked on an immersive journey through China, exchanging knowledge, culture, and a shared appreciation for tradition. This cross-cultural dialogue bridges two ancient civilizations rooted in respect for tradition, nature, and human connection.
But even for us as Kenyans, we can easily reenact what transpired during the Omani Portuguese Wars in a place like Jesus, make it very attractive for visitors to come and experience that. Where we are at the moment is at the Hot Pot restaurant. We are learning more on Chinese culinary delights. We are cooking for ourselves, we are experiencing the different varieties of food, and I think it's a new experience. So I think for us as a country, it is a matter of not just displaying our intangible cultural elements, but then living in them, bringing them to life in order that our people can enjoy and they are transposed back into time. And I think it's a great experience. The Kenyan government, Chinese government have done great through their bilateral collaboration on matters culture, and we look forward to deepening this to cover all other areas of our heritage.
In terms of intangible cultural heritage, I would love to say that China is at another level, especially on its gastronomy or culinary heritage. We have had an experience of preparing our own food today, looking at the different food varieties that they're giving and how best one can prepare his own meal. So this is really good, especially when you talk about, transmission of ICH from not just generation to generation, but even to people across the continents. I think this is very, very, very good and very interesting. I love the whole idea of people preparing that what they want to eat, because of course it touches their heart, it touches their souls, and that is the very basis of intangible cultural heritage.
Also, we also need to to try and use the young people, develop packages that the young people can appreciate. Once they do appreciate, they are the ones who are usually using the social media a lot. Now, once they appreciate those products, the cultural product, they can now start to market the product. So, if you have a structured way of approaching that, starting from mapping, documentation, then we come to validation, because in each and every practice, we also need to partner, as China has done, partner with universities and scholars so that they can be able to validate, and also community inheritors. They are calling them community inheritors. Those are the people who have the cultural knowledge, and they pass that knowledge now to the young people. Here in China, young people are being taught, even in universities, on several aspects of their culture, so that once the old people are gone, then we have young people who are going to continue promoting the cultural activities.
In every cup of tea, in every shared meal, lies a whisper of the past and a hope for tomorrow. Chinese heritage isn't confined to museums or monuments. It lives, breathes, and evolves in hearts, homes, and across continents.
As a country, we still have very limited presence in UNESCO's intangible cultural heritage. Currently, we only have 5, and I know we've embarked on enlisting Mozindika. It is important that we increase our presence in UNESCO, because that also has implications when it comes to promotion and attracting tourists in the country. I think the other important element would be to build capacities of communities on matters intangible cultural heritage, especially in terms of documenting and preserving them. It is critical that that happens, and for this to be easily realized, we purpose to work with the Council of Governors to bring counties on board in order that we are all aligned on matters of promoting intangible cultural heritage in our country.
As long as people remember to pause, to savor, to connect, these traditions will never fade. For Culture Quest, I'm Levis Msumba.